We're going to have a look at a frame carry today. I think a frame carry, farmer's carry, is a fairly standard strongman event. It comes up quite often, mainly because it's a fairly accessible piece of equipment, I think. And it's in the name. Strongman came from basically farmery people carrying things across fields. So we're carrying things, sometimes still across fields. So the farmer's frame, we need to have a look, see how big the size is going to be, where we're going to position our feet in relation to the handles and our hands, how we're going to pick it up, and we need to decide are we going to be doing the farmer's frame for distance, or is it going to be as part of a medley, a short drop and turn. There's lots of different variations of it. So we want your feet a bit more in line with the handles. I prefer my legs to be basically underneath my shoulders. I don't want it to be any wider because then you have to adjust your feet when you're starting to move. I prefer my feet to be in the position that I'm going to be when I'm going to be running, walking, running. So I prefer it if you put your hands, most frames if they're well balanced, be just in the center. I don't like a hook grip because I think it hurts a lot and I don't really like that so much. So I'm just going to take it as a regular grip into the middle of the handles. If you treat this like as a deadlift, it's the easiest way to kind of explain it. We're going to keep everything tight, shoulders up and back, and we're going to drive through the legs to pick it up. So that's all we're going to do just now. So feet in line, hands in line, deadlift, brace your shoulders back, keeping everything tight, pick it up, down. I think with farmers, it's one of these things that you can break the lift down or the event down over the weeks of your training. So sometimes you could just be practicing the pickup and then a few steps, or practicing the distance with a lighter weight, just to try and cover all angles of the farmer's walk altogether. So we're just going to take the farmer's walk maybe up to 10 meters away. So we'll pick up, feet in line, hands on the handles, sit back into a deadlift and brace. We want everything to be tight. Stand up, set, go. Okay, there was just a couple of extra pointers that I wanted to say with regard to training this event, not so much when it comes to competition, but as like a few other things that we like to incorporate. Is obviously I've talked about the setup, but it's picking it up and setting yourself and then start to accelerate away. I see a lot of people, we're just picking it up and we're already running before we're actually even stood up, and you're fighting your whole frame because it's going to be heavy the rest of the way to where it's going. So if you just took that split second just to set and then go, it makes just that little bit of difference to keep everything tight. I mean, obviously this can be different in a competition setting, but if you like train it this way, it just gives you and your brain that it knows what it's doing a little bit more. So pick it up, set, go are some of the cues that I like to go. So we're down here, feet in line, handles in line, straight down, okay? Sit back, brace, up, then we're gonna go. Okay, so just a few extra things to add in about farmers. That was just like the basics, what we're gonna set up and get the farmers to go. With the training aspect, you don't need to be at your competition weight all the time, or your competition distance. We can break these down to different sections of training on different weeks. So one week you could be practicing the pick and the go, just for 5 meters maybe, and then again, pick and go. The next week you could be focusing more on the longer run and the acceleration process through that. Just keep in mind with the acceleration process that you want to keep your feet steps fairly small. The sooner that you start to accelerate with giant, great big steps, you're going to end up losing the tightness around the core, and then you're going to have to fight with the farmers. So we wanted to keep tight and brace the whole time, squeezing the handles, bracing the core, and quick steps, like this, all the way across the line. The next thing that we wanted to just add on was like the equipment that you're going to wear. So feel that flat-soled supported shoes are better. Don't feel that Olympic shoes, I wouldn't recommend doing any kind of farmer's event in those, because you're already on a slant, so you're already going to be slightly tipping forwards, and if you're going to be going to farmers for a long time, you're going to end up going forwards. So we want to be up on flat-soled supported shoes. There's never any straps involved in a farmer's walk or run. It's just grip strength, which will come obviously as well if you're training different distances. So that's a good way of training your grip also. Anything else you want to know about farmers walks, message us at Official Strongman or DM me on Donna Strongwoman at Instagram.